Greetings. Greetings and welcome to all the wonderful hearty souls who are here today to celebrate our graduates. My name is Kathleen Owens, and I will serve as the convener for today's proceedings. And in that capacity, I hereby officially declare the opening of the university's 68th commencement exercises. This year's graduating class of almost 800 students is one of the largest in the university's history. Today's ceremony will begin with an invocation offered by Bobby Mesmer, graduating senior and vice president of the Student Government Association. After the invocation, please remain standing for the National Anthem, sung by our Voices of Gwinnett and directed by Professor Carol Evans. Please stand.
I invite you to join me as we pray for God's blessing. Blessed are you, God of all goodness. In your great love, you have given us life and sustained us through our college education. We give you thanks this day for all the people whose encouragement and support have inspired us to pursue our dreams, our families, loved ones, and friends, and the administration, faculty, and staff of Gwinnett Mercy University. Be with us as we begin the next chapter of our lives. Send us forth to serve our world as compassionate and competent mercy leaders. Help us to listen to the voice of your Spirit, speaking in our hearts and in our world, and to respond with courage and generosity. May we walk in your light and be people of mercy to everyone we meet. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. Graduation is certainly one of the most significant events in our lives. Earning a degree is a personal and individual distinction, and each graduate is a source of pride to his or her family and friends, as well as to our entire Gwinnett Mercy University community. But each diploma, even though it is accepted by one person, it is really the achievement of many people. Graduation is a very special occasion. It gives us an opportunity to reflect on our passage through time. Graduation entails a tradition, the completion of a segment of study and goal achievement, but also a transition from the past with all the memories, feelings, and images to a future still unknown. Today, we join past and future in this experience. And just as at any other moment of significant transition and great emotion, we mark this transition with ritual, and we surround ourselves with family, friends, and ceremony. This is truly a day of community celebration. I welcome these graduates and all of you who have come to join us in this celebration, whether you are here in person or joining us in cyberspace. Your presence brings honor not only to the graduates, but to our entire university family. Now, because of the weather today and our concern for the well-being of graduates and guests, and especially because we know that you are here for the conferral of degrees, we're going to forego some of our usual traditions, including okay, good job. All right, okay. Including what we would normally do would be sharing the testimonials that would attest to the accomplishments of the various award winners. We will be presenting them with their award and call your attention to the commencement program, which provides detailed information. And additionally, the citations which we would have read will be posted on the commencement webpage, so you will be able to see what we would have said. Let me just say that the graduation festivities of the past few days have done a lot of planning and an organization, and so I want to thank the commencement committee for their work in preparing all of the events, and I want to express special appreciation to all my colleagues, our students and alumni who are out there in the rain helping to direct everyone. So thank you, colleagues. I also welcome all the dignitaries on the stage, Ms. Nancy Donnelly, the chair of our Board of Trustees, our commencement speaker, Sister Michele Donnelly, our Beacon of Mercy Award winners, Dick and Kathy Target, as well as special guests, administrators, and the faculty of the college. Thank you for honoring our graduates by your presence today and for being here to witness the conferral of degrees. It is a tradition in higher education to honor distinguished retiring faculty who have demonstrated dedicated and outstanding service to the university. At Gwynedd Mercy University, the Board of Trustees may confer the rank of Professor Emeriti on such distinguished faculty. Today, by mandate of the board, the university bestows the title and rank of Professor Emeriti on two faculty colleagues, and Dr. Frank Scully will introduce our colleagues.
What's that? Okay. Will Professor Ann McGinn please come to the center of the stage? Professor Ann McGinn has served Gwynedd Mercy University for 41 years. Her contributions as a teacher, scholar, faculty member, interim dean, and chair of the Accreditation Self-Study have been an integral part of the success of the Francis M. McGuire School of Nursing and Health Professions. Will Professor Bruce Taylor please come to the center of the stage? Dr. Bruce R. Taylor joined the Gwynedd Mercy University School of Education in 2002, bringing 35 years of experience in special education as a teacher and supervisor of special education for grades K to 12. He was the driver behind the inauguration of the graduate program in special education. Another commencement tradition at Gwynedd Mercy University includes the presentation of the Tender Courage Award to a most deserving member of the university's staff. Will Eileen Wood please come to the center of the stage? Eileen Wood epitomizes the core values of Gwynedd Mercy University. She treats all members of the community with dignity and respect and goes above and beyond to be responsive to requests and needs. She is humble and generous and has a pure and caring heart.
In a very short while, we will confer the associate, the baccalaureate, the master's, and the doctoral degree on those who have fulfilled academic requirements. But now I will recognize an extraordinary couple who incorporate in their lives and work those values we espouse as a Mercy institution. Our Beacon of Mercy Award is presented to individuals who are examples of mercy in our contemporary world, and it gives me great pleasure to present our Beacon of Mercy Award to Richard and Kathleen Target. I am pleased now to present our commencement speaker, Sister Michele Donnelly. For many in our audience, Sister Michele needs absolutely no introduction. Among her other ministries, she has served the Gwynedd Mercy University community in many roles since 1982. I will not enumerate her various positions at the university since they are described in their program. Sister Michele.
I was going to address all the people on the stage with their appropriate titles, but you can read it. I was driving up here this morning, and I looked at the temperature gauge on my car. It said 49. And I said to myself as I hydroplaned up 309, girl, you better be good and you better be short. In a few minutes, you will all be receiving your diplomas, a marvelous accomplishment, you graduates of 2017. Imprinted on this document is the name of this institution of higher education. What do you think people will expect of someone who was a graduate of Gwynedd Mercy University? Well, practically speaking, you should be ready to spell Gwynedd to everyone for the rest of your life. But more importantly, what will people expect of you because you are identified with mercy? By way of answering that question, I would like to tell you a story and offer you a challenge. The story is about a girl who graduated from that school at the other end of the campus, Gwynedd Mercy Academy. I met this young woman when she was a sophomore, and the only name I ever knew her by was Duffy. She is one of a kind, the kind that believes that one person can make a difference in the world. When Duffy was 7, she was preparing to make her first Holy Communion, and her teacher told the children that Jesus wanted all people to have the gift of peace. When she got home from school that day, she demanded that her parents provide her with some writing paper and the addresses of the President of the United States and of Russia. Knowing that they would have no peace until they fulfilled their precocious little daughter's request, her parents complied. You never want to have a kid like this. The letters went off to Washington and Moscow, reminding the leaders that God wanted everyone to have peace. And in Duffy's words, they needed to make it happen because she was just a little kid and couldn't do it herself. She signed both letters, "Your friend Duffy." Not long after that, she received a sweet little thank you note from some secretary at the White House, but nary a word from Russia. But hold that thought. Fast forward. At the age of 12, Duffy had a serious surgery to correct her scoliosis. This was a frightening and painful time for her. Yet she was aware that there were lots of other kids in her situation. While still in the hospital, she made another request of her parents. She had them research and collect the names and addresses of all the children who had her condition in every children's hospital in the country. Again, you don't want a kid like this. During her recovery, Duffy began a newsletter to encourage and comfort these kids. By the time she graduated from Gwynedd Mercy Academy, she had corresponded with 1,400 children across the United States. As a graduation gift from her parents, Duffy spent a month in Russia as a student exchange person. At the end of the month, the participants were welcomed to a special tour and dinner in the Great Hall of the Kremlin. When the tour guide realized that one of the students was from the United States, he pointed out a letter in a glass case on the wall from the little American girl who had reminded the Russian leader that God wanted him to make peace. It was Duffy's letter. I told that story so long I began to think I made it up. But I was confirmed by meeting a woman many years later who knew Duffy, and she knew her story. She asked me, "Sister, didn't you think that Duffy would one day be running the world?" I did indeed. In turn, I asked her, "Do you know what she's doing now?" The woman replied that Duffy was married, had 2 children, and was working in a facility that cared for children with profound physical and intellectual challenges. I was not surprised. So what's the point of the story, and what does that have to do with all of you as graduates of Gwynedd Mercy University? I hope a great deal. Back to my original question. What can people expect of you in addition to your professional competence as alums of an institution that bears the name Mercy? Can others expect you to be someone who, in the words of this year's university theme, makes mercy real? As a graduate of another Mercy school, Duffy clearly identified with mercy. Will you be recognized as a merciful person? Someone who cuts others the break they don't deserve? We all know what we deserve, don't we? We usually get it. But if you have ever been cut the break you don't deserve, I want you to remember what that felt like. Because that is what a merciful person extends to others, treating each person with compassion and dignity. Duffy began to become a merciful person at a young age. As she grew into adolescence, she continued to make choices for the well-being of others, and she identified more and more with the call of mercy. She chose to be with those most vulnerable as a competent professional, bringing a compassionate and merciful presence. I don't have to tell you our world is desperately in need of merciful persons, and that is where you come in. I challenge you to make mercy real. It is the same challenge that Pope Francis issued last year in announcing the Jubilee Year of Mercy. I quote, "Let us open our eyes and see the misery of the world, the wounds of our brothers and sisters who are denied their dignity, and let us recognize that we are compelled to heed their call for help. May we reach out to them and support them so they can feel the warmth of our presence and friendship," end quote. You see, Pope Francis considers mercy a verb. Consequently, he believes that we should all be about mercying the world, creating a revolution of love and tenderness. Not only does Pope Francis talk the talk of mercy, he clearly walks the walk. You are probably aware that when he saw the homeless in St. Peter's Square, he felt their need for human dignity. As a result, he acted and had outdoor showers installed for these men and women so they might have easy access to improving their situation. Realizing the terrible plight of the Syrian people, Francis personally flew to that country and brought back an entire family to live in the safety of the Vatican. So how will we make mercy real? One clear and significant way is to perform the corporal and spiritual works of mercy. Actions that include feeding the hungry, instructing the ignorant, welcoming the stranger, comforting the sorrowful, visiting the sick, and the newest work of mercy added by Pope Francis this past September, caring for the earth. Catherine McCauley, the foundress of the Sisters of Mercy, stated that these works of mercy were to be the business of the lives of her community. The Sisters of Mercy take that mandate quite seriously, but don't think that gets you off the hook. In chapter 25 of Matthew's Gospel in the New Testament, Christians are taught that Jesus will judge them on how well they made the works of mercy their way of living in the world, because Jesus considers that what we do for those in need, we do for him. Likewise, Jewish persons are expected to be daughters and sons of the mitzvah, the good deed, so they can be about repairing the world so damaged by selfishness, pride, and greed. In addition, those who follow the sacred teachings of the Quran know that the true Muslim is the one who believes and does good deeds. Clearly, all major religious traditions, in their own way, call us to do mercy. Howard Gray, a Jesuit scholar, identifies 4 movements that are essential for doing mercy. They are seeing, feeling, acting, and sustaining. One movement flows from the other. Consider Pope Francis again. He saw the homeless in St. Peter's Square. He felt their plight. He acted by having the showers built and ensured that they are maintained. So in conclusion, let me rephrase my challenge to you as graduates of this Mercy University. Be competent in your chosen profession. Strive for excellence. Be lifelong learners. At the same time, be aware of the situation of your sisters and brothers in the human family, especially those in need. allow yourselves to feel compassion for those who are vulnerable and have no voice. Find a way to act on their behalf and to sustain that effort moving forward. Just do it. Make mercy real.
Thank you, Sister Marie Michele, for your message for our graduates. At Gwynedd Mercy University, we also have a tradition of selecting a graduating student to address her peers in the graduating class. Through a very competitive process, one student emerges. And today I'm pleased to introduce Julia Tasca, class of 2017, as our student speaker. Please welcome Julia.
Thank you, Dr. Owens, families, faculty, staff, honored guests, and fellow members of the class of 2017. It is truly an honor to be standing before you. Graduates, we should feel proud of this moment. For after years of dedication and countless trips to Chipotle, we are finally here. Writing a speech that captures these last years for a diverse group of graduates from various disciplines isn't easy. We have different majors, backgrounds, and future plans. Yet despite our experiential divide, our commonality is this. We are soon-to-be graduates of Gwynedd Mercy University. To some, a degree signifies just a bigger paycheck. And while it does make us more competitive in the world, a Mercy education is much more than that. It instills within us a lifelong bond that allows us to continue the quality of work we have been accustomed to during our time here. And although we'll physically diverge after this moment, our spirits will remain connected through Gwynedd Mercy's core values. Community is the core value that makes this lifelong affinity for each other possible. A community is not something that can be written into a curriculum. It's a natural quality that comes about because of the people around us. Each person in Gwynedd's community helps cultivate the oneness of Mercy students, as well as the harmonious atmosphere that prevails on this campus. Even in 2017, a time when most people are utterly fixated on their phone screens, this environment remains personal and inviting. In the biology program, we're taught that diversity, another of our core values, actually drives evolution. Diversity fosters communal growth when it urges us to be more accepting of those who differ from ourselves. Being a Mercy graduate is about celebrating those differences rather than being critical of them. In doing so, we continue to propagate the uniqueness of a Mercy community wherever we go. As a community of Mercy graduates, we also share the core value of integrity. Although we will often be faced with ethical dilemmas, we leave here equipped with well-calibrated moral compasses. At Gwynedd, I was taught to align myself with the values and ideologies that are most important to me. In doing so, I've been able to cultivate a sense of self, and I've come a long way since I've gotten here. Before I came to Gwynedd, I struggled severely with drug addiction. I lacked a purpose. I saw little value in my life because I felt undeserving of being anything more than an addict. Drugs allowed me to escape from feeling so small and hopeless. I continued using until one day, I realized I was destroying my body and putting my life at risk. The community that helped me at that time was my family. And thanks to them, I've been able to maintain sobriety for 6 years. But during the first few years, I found that attaining sobriety is not the same as acquiring a purpose. Even sober, I often wondered if life was worth living. Gwynedd showed me that it is. The Gwynedd Mercy community showed me what addiction had kept concealed from me for so many years. I finally mattered to myself. I gained the confidence I lacked before coming here. One of the most important lessons I've learned is that we remain unchanged if we are unmet by things that challenge us. In my ecology class, I learned that life can flourish in harsh places that have been obliterated by natural disasters. Previously existing life gets completely destroyed, but things that are able to make do with what little is left find a way to thrive in the wreckage. So even though addiction destroyed a part of me I thought I could never rejuvenate, Gwynedd showed me that new things can flourish in place of that damage. So I ask you all to think back. If you can recall a time when you were supported by this university and made to feel dignified yet humble, if you were ever reminded of your purpose through the teaching of the Mercy values, if your uncertainties were quelled by the support of a loving community, then you've experienced the same things that have made me feel validated and useful in life. It is because of the rewarding nature of Gwynedd's community that I am finally able to give back and be present for others. After having gained so much from Gwynedd, like so many of you, I am terrified of the imminent uncertainty that the post-academic world holds. But thinking about where I began and seeing where I've ended up helps to abate the fear and sadness I feel about graduating. Because I know that after I leave, I will remain connected to Gwynedd through a new community. A community of more than 20,000 Gwynedd Mercy alumni. So as you go forth to carry out your dreams, don't forget about your experiences here, as they will remind you that you are undoubtedly capable of facing the unknown with confidence and fortitude. I'd like to close with a quote from the final book of the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis, as a reminder that this isn't truly the end, but rather the start of what will be a long and prosperous journey. In a way, this is the end of all the stories. But for us, it is only the beginning of the real story. All our life in this world and all our adventures had only been the cover of the title page. Now at last, we are beginning chapter 1 of the great story, which no one on earth has ever read, which goes on forever, in which every chapter is better than the one before. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Julia, for your wonderful message to your fellow classmates and certainly for all of us. May I introduce our board chair, Ms. Nancy Donnelly.
Thank you, Kathy. Good afternoon. Dr. Owens has been speaking about the traditions that we have suspended for this year in acceptance of the great energy of the people who are standing out in umbrellas. But I prevailed on behalf of my colleagues from the Board of Trustees that she add just this year one new tradition. Many of you know that this is Dr. Owens's final commencement where she will be the presider. Or no, excuse me, I'm the presider, you're the convener. Anyway, whatever our jobs are. I'll be on the platform next year. She will not be, but she will certainly be here with us in spirit. She will begin her journey to the next, but it would have been terrible to sacrifice for just a minute or two to not take a moment to really acknowledge this wonderful leader, mercy-filled leadership that has been inspiring to all of us. Dr. Owens has been our president, the 5th president of Gwynedd Mercy University, for 15 years. That's 2 times the national average, so always outperforming the average. She has led us with grace, with dignity, with humility, and a lot of humor. So on behalf of my 17 colleagues on this platform, please join us in saying thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It has been a privilege, and I'm privileged to be here today and part of this ceremony. And we are about to begin the conferral of the degrees. We're going to be getting ready, and we're going to have a musical interlude with our Voices of Gwynedd as we prepare for the conferral.
We will now have the presentation of degree candidates. Ordinarily, graduates would receive their diplomas and their diploma covers when they cross the stage. Because of the inclement weather is likely to ruin them, graduates will receive both their diplomas and their diploma cases in the gym immediately following this, and you will shake Dr. Owens' hand as you come across the stage. For the first time in our history, the university will confer doctoral degrees in education. The university introduced this program in 2014, and this year's graduating class represents a significant milestone for our university. I am honored to present Gwynedd Mercy University's inaugural class of students to receive the Doctor of Education degree. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the doctoral degree please rise? President Owens, I present for the doctoral degree those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of this university.
By virtue of the authority committed to me by the mandate of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the doctoral degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to this degree, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the university, officially signed and stamped with the seal of the university.
Mukasa Africa Mayat. Lorraine Amoya Waters. Sarah Bailey. Benolkin. Amanda Benolkin. Jessica Ann Brash. Amos Sharapa. Margaret Cosgrove. Colleen Dempsey. Laura Eisman. Rosalind Emmanuel Fresnel. Judith Gallagher Landis. Tina Giambattista. Jamie Lynn Gravenese. Kelly Elizabeth Heim McCloskey. Jessica Elizabeth Jeffress. Raphael Bernard Johnson. Peter Barrett Jordan. Renato Martin Lajara. Katie Lynn Martela. Evelyn Nunez. Johanna Lynn Parkin. Elizabeth Lamond Price. Susan Ruth Silver Malone. Troy Sisnovic. Diane Lisa Tinnany. Matthew William Walsh. Pamela Lynn Woodland. Todd Michael Zachary. Please join me in acknowledging these doctoral degree graduates. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the master's degree just rise? President Owens, I present for the master's degree those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of the university.
By virtue of the authority committed to me by the mandate of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the master's degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to this degree. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the university, officially signed and stamped with the seal of the university.
Master of Science in Business, Maximo Alberto Sanchez. Rez Islam. Tess McCarthy O'Hara. Michele Aliprantis. Shiraz Ahmad. Josephine Balser. Elizabeth Colligan. Shakur Cornwell. Sharon DePaul. Rosina Deaver. Victoria East. Nicola Harris Moulton. Melissa Ann House. Jacqueline Irvin. Amanda Bates. Renee Muldrow. Brian Kersey. Linda Shaheen. Camille Kenzie. Caitlin Manchio. Richard Mendez. Nathaniel Myers, Jr. Sarita Parker. Desiree Presley Arslanian. Emily Reyes. Evelyn Reyes. Colleen Saul. Christopher Selke. Judith Snow. Robert Taylor. Josephus Dayfils. Robert Alderfer. Kathleen, Master of Science in Education, Kathleen Daniels. Gina Grandy. Amanda Hickson. Monica Jones. Tanika Sowell. Michelle Swift. Kiwana Tate. Shamari Weedor. Joseph DeAndrea. Lavonda Daniels. Michael Henshaw. David Mayer. Heather Miller. Lovely Polite. Naima Powell Young. Jessica Ramos. Jamie Donovan. Susan Jaskowitz. Lauren Moore. Allie Regal. Kelly Shute. Megan Lyons. Rosalind Yeomans. Paige Blumenthal, Master of Science, Nursing. Regina Cardano. Rebecca Darroch. Maya Francis. Lauren Hanley. Hannah Holscher. Stephanie Hubbard. Tahir Kenzie. Emily Lang. Nina Lynch. Jesse McConaughey. Hillary Metzel Purcell. Frederick Pereira. Valerie Penders. Amy Jeanette Rollin. Audrey Scanlon. Sarah Smith. Jacqueline Sweeney. Jacqueline Tully. Kalina Walls. Figan Yovitz. Please join me in acknowledging these master's degree graduates.
Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the bachelor's degree please rise? On this joyous occasion, a day of pride for all students and families, the university gives special recognition to baccalaureate graduates who have achieved Latin honors. As student names are called, those with an overall cumulative grade point average of 3.5 will receive the designation of cum laude. Those with a 3.7 cumulative grade point average will receive magna cum laude honors, and those with a 3.9 grade point average are designated summa cum laude. Once again, I ask that you please hold your applause until all graduates have received their diplomas. President Owens, I present the bachelor's degree, for the bachelor's degree, those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of the university.
By virtue of the authority committed to me by the mandate of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the bachelor's degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to this degree. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the university, officially signed and stamped with the seal of the university.
Darnell Rashi Artis. Thomas G. Belmont. Gregory Anthony Suggs. Ryan L. Harrison. Shannon Grace Conway. Rebecca Lorraine Strauss. Christian Joseph Carmelingo. Mallory Edward Wood, Jr. Michele Erin Handy. Zakiya Raquel Richardson. Jacqueline Shinners. Jane Dominique Warren. Nicole Kristen Assaloni. Nicole Ciancerulo. Anthony T. Casper. Congratulations, good to see you. Muhammad Hoke. Congratulations. Shin Kim Lim. Good to see you, congratulations. Elena Julie Ann Shirk. Congratulations. Shannon Elizabeth Stenson. Congratulations. Good speech. Julia Angeline Tasker. Neil Patrick McGarry. Sierra Marie Adkins. Jennifer Louise Benson. Marissa Lynn Bentley. Hunter Alexander Bishop. Brandon Robert Benning. Matthew J. Collins. Brandon Michael DiCiano. Connor Ashton Dilks. Cedric Lewis Ellaby. Bo Anthony Fleming. Matthew E. Greenwood. Nicole Lynn Jarrett. Larry B. Jones III. Benjamin Killiajor. Paul W. Moore III. Emily Ann Poe. Christina Rachi. Tanisha Sheed. Bobby Ray Stone III. Blaze Cesarone. Nicole Marie Clinton. Julie Ann Recca. Kelly Walsh. Madison Ochoka. Billy J. Vilat. Christopher Black, cum laude. Christina Anastasia Abdul, cum laude. Amanda Joy Becker, summa cum laude. Nicole Lynn Schweroth. Sarah Rachel Daniel. Arity Marie Felenz. Julian T. Hayden. Courtney Jennifer Logan, summa cum laude. Nicole Marie Picciolo. Bridget Ellen Pody. Charmaine Waddell. Lucy Erzabet Watt. Jamera Egner Lucia Winchester. Paul Alfred Borelli Jr., cum laude. Matthew Charles French, summa cum laude. Storm Werner Gerke, cum laude. Brad W. Keeney, magna cum laude. Antonia Odalil Kellyajor, magna cum laude. Noelle Olivia La Rosa, summa cum laude. Stephen Jose Monsalve, summa cum laude. Jane O.U. Agbodo. Virali S. Patel. Adam Stangler. Tyler Zubek, summa cum laude. Peter Joseph Brzezinski. Justin Anthony DeLuzio, summa cum laude. Surya Sial, summa cum laude. Kirsty Marie Tedesco. Sean Brian Myers. Nicholas Robert Guglielmi. Nolan Robert Sulas. Martin Lee Payne. Amanda Ann Burke, cum laude. Christy Gibbs. Paul Kim. Kristen Jules Pody. Congratulations, Albert. Albert F. Rementer, III, cum laude. Congratulations. Melissa Lynn Stevens. Congratulations. Haley May Williams. Congratulations. Jason Andrew Cavill. Congratulations. Royce Kurian John. John Joseph Motz. Congratulations, John. Good, thank you. Danielle M. Rainier, cum laude. Congratulations. Matthew Adams Forsythe. Congratulations. Kelsey Lynn Brown, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Crystal Ann Coop, summa cum laude. Congratulations. Carly Rose Daquila, summa cum laude. Nicole Lisa Dombrowski, magna cum laude. Morgan Lynn Ewart. Carrie Ann Flanagan. Victoria Letitia Garner, cum laude. Diane Gina Giamarco, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Elizabeth Marie Gilbert, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Ashley Nicole Gunn, cum laude. Stephanie Marie Holtz, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Stephanie Page Hoover. Bianca Marie Jimenez. Carney. Timothy Shea Carney, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Alexa Renee Kirkman, magna cum laude. Congratulations, Corey. Victoria Lynn Lineman, magna cum laude. Congratulations, good to see you. Jennifer Ray Lundy, magna cum laude. Good to see you. Desiree Lynn Mathis. Rebecca Elise Morrow. Mackenzie Marie Mazek, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Kathleen McGlynn. Congratulations. Courtney Taylor Michaels. Jessica Lynn Maurer. Jeffrey Moyer. Danielle N. Patton, magna cum laude. Ian Francis Pearsall, magna cum laude. Lindsay Nicole Schneider, cum laude. Christina Joyce Smith. Jamie Marie Coffey Salazar, magna cum laude. Katrina Akins Mintz, cum laude. Charnay Battle. Del Monte Broughton. Anthony Douglas Brown. Kelly Carr, summa cum laude. Lenice Valencia Carrington. Sherelle Lynette Clemens. Priscilla Marie DeFeo. Sharon Dixon. Stephen R. Doherty. Shalina Harris Thomas. Padden Hines. Sylvia Jackson Fritz, magna cum laude. Eileen Kathleen March, cum laude. Georgia Tamara McKenzie. Melissa Lynn Nill. Michael James Okino, Jr., magna cum laude. Antoinette Ortiz, summa cum laude. Asha Patel. Monica G. Patton. Dawn Michelle Pleasant, magna cum laude. Jillian Ratchick. Devin Rizzuto, summa cum laude. Carrie Gina Marie Robinson. Tamara Simmons. Erica Diane Smith. Amy Lynn Wells, summa cum laude. Claudia Renee Bellman Mondelblanc, magna cum laude. Sarah Bonsall. Marion Wathuti Kilbride. Thomas Magdalenska. Leslie Padilla, cum laude. Javier Amador Castaneda, cum laude. Jennifer Rose Eckerly. Erica Michelle Fioli. Brianna Nicole Grant. Svetlana Maycutt. Sarah Jane O'Brien, magna cum laude. Joelle Ajay Sarpong. Melissa Mary Thornborough, magna cum laude. Christine Nicole Aker. Rosaline Adedeo Alabegbami, magna cum laude. Wendy Atrour. Jessica Lee Beretta, magna cum laude. Allison Bentz. Shalmita Boone. Rosemary Teresa Boyle. Nicole Brown. Brendan Byrne, cum laude. Nicole Alyssa Canfield. Casey Lynn Carr. Isabel Cesare. Rachel Ann Cloud. Zoe A. Cornet. Brittany Rose Crabtree. Danielle Marie Crane. Tanisha Davis. Oria DeShira. Chanel DeBose. Courtney Elizabeth DeNicola. Caroline DiPiano, magna cum laude. Lindsay Dolan. Ashley Marie Domzowski. Elizabeth Ann Ebersole. Taylor Lynn Eckhart. Lauren Marie Elliott, magna cum laude. Victoria Christina Marie Fanslau, magna cum laude. Tessa Elizabeth Gary. Gabriella Giordano. Sarah Beth Justo. Lindsay Michelle Glenn, magna cum laude. Carissa Graham. Christina Marie Gray. Haley Elizabeth Hafer. Lori Ann Hager. Nicholas Errol Hamilton, cum laude. Shalonda Hemphill. Fred Stanford. Emma Hoffman. Tishan Bryan. Brianna Sean Holmes. Andrea Nichelle Hines. Anna Elizabeth Doherty, magna cum laude. Ariana Hensinger. Danielle Horn. Sarah Lynn Hummer, cum laude. Amanda Pauline Jones. Lauren Kinn. Desiree Faye Klein, cum laude. Christy Knipe. Kristen Marie Kreibel. Melissa Marie Logan, cum laude. Congratulations. Heather Macko. Thomas Matthew. Svetlana Silvernail, magna cum laude. Candace Lee McMahon. Bobby Marie Messmer. Taylor Mitchner. Brittany Nicole Mitchell. Joan Molina, cum laude. Dante Anthony Mullings. Gabrielle Rose Nimsick. Congratulations. Regia Marie Pereira, cum laude. Stephen Paul Peters, cum laude. Congratulations, good to see you. Christina Ann Petrosky, magna cum laude. Taylor Romeo. Sarah Nicole Rossetti. Kaylin Elaine Santangelo, cum laude. Congratulations. Jessica Saturnus. Dennis Joseph Siderick, cum laude. Ashley Simon. Diane Marie Sirajudine, magna cum laude. Congratulations. Jacqueline Louise Smith, cum laude. Jessica Stewart. Camille Nicole Sullivan. Tracy Elizabeth Swan, magna cum laude. Natalia Toib. Jessica Lee Tanya. Diane Volosov. Tiffany Nicole Walton, cum laude. Alexa Tori Webb, magna cum laude. Stephanie Ann White, cum laude. Franklina Pratt Williams. Willette L. Woods. Volek C. Suwan. Gracia Tanya. Lauren Marie Sorensen. Jasmine Nicole Riley. Mariama Sila Sise. Jewel Danella Wooten. Samia Marie Youssef, cum laude. Eklund Hannah Robert, cum laude. Mayu Zhang, summa cum laude. Kayla Christine Michele, cum laude. Kristen Faye Cosgrove, summa cum laude. Yantak Do. Robert Stephen Hahn. Michaela Aaliyah Hay, summa cum laude. Kimberly Danielle Kelly, cum laude. Christine Marie Lawrence, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Ortiz, summa cum laude. Stephanie Lee Taccard, summa cum laude. Nicole Tepper. Kelly Nicole Binns, cum laude. Allison Brett. Mark Bouchon. Aaron Cantagallo. Rhiannon Domalewski. Jennifer Graham. Ciara Nicole Capsa. Laura Kirk. Marissa Kumpf. Danielle Marie Oster, magna cum laude. Alexa Rittenberg. Alyssa Kelly Rivera, summa cum laude. Monique Young, cum laude. Danielle Irene Walker. Shakambria Brene Farrar. Debbie Carol Jacobs. Please join me in acknowledging these baccalaureate degree graduates. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the associate degree please rise? President Owens. President Owens, I present for the associate degree those candidates who have been approved by the faculty of the university.
By virtue of the authority committed to me by the mandate of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the associate degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to this degree. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the university, officially signed and stamped with the seal of the university.
Associates of Science in Business, Christine Antonelli. Tasha Briggs, with distinction. Danielle Dancy. Kian Grant. Jeffrey Gulla, with distinction. Rasha Heath. Dante Jones, with distinction. Ian Mark. Tracy Martin, Sr. Sandra McNeil, with distinction. Arnell Miller. Christetta Robinson. Zulika Mesquita. Jovan Taylor. Rebecca Thomas. Jasmine Walker. Marquita Williams. Francis M. McGuire School of Nursing and Health Professions, Mary Jane Agbara. Jamie Bilofsky. Satonia Boswell. Shailene Brody. Diana Burke. Jemlyn Campbell. Yanette Verona. Savannah Cipriano. Ashley Coles. Aubrey Cook. Ashley Deischer. Hope Daniels. Keisha De Leon Montalvo. Perlin Donapel. Lakeisha Imila. Erica Frisbee. Jacqueline Gavis. Colleen Goodwin. Brittany Hammer. Tina Joseph. Shayla Maw. Jasmine McKay. Jacqueline Murphy. Nancy Nguyen. Rose Orelin. Hamanjini Patel. Kobier Riley. Frederica Gibson. Ram Reith. Jennifer Sariego. Kristen Schneer. Dawn Smith. Maria Toro. Glacy Verona. Michele Wagner. Molly Yoder. Elliot Chicana. Peter Sodke. Please join me in acknowledging these associate degree graduates.
Graduates, if you have not already done so, I invite you to move your tassel from the right to the left. I would like to welcome Haifa Tyler, who is the Vice President of the Alumni Association, to greet our new alumni. Haifa?
Thank you, Dr. Owen. In life, remember your roots. Remember those who positively influenced and supported you in your journey. And with these remembrances, remember to pay forward. Congratulations, class of 2017. And welcome to the Gwynedd Mercy University Alumni Association.
Thank you, Haifa. As we reach the end of these commencement exercises, it's time to bid farewell to our new graduates. My congratulations to you, new alumni of Gwynedd Mercy University. You now join over 20,000 men and women who proudly claim Gwynedd Mercy as their alma mater. I also offer again an expression of sincere gratitude to all the parents and grandparents and spouses and friends and family members of our new graduates. Thank you for the love and support you have so generously shared with them. Even if you are out there in cyberspace, we know you're watching. And graduates, I know that you appreciate the love and support you have received from your family and friends who are here today or watching from somewhere else. So just as they have been joyful for you in the your receipt of your degree, I want to publicly acknowledge them, and let's give them a round of applause. And finally, for one final time, graduates, while you are among the members of our Gwynedd Mercy University community, I ask you to reflect with your intellect, your heart, and your soul on the core values that have been a foundation of your curricular and co-curricular life at Gwynedd Mercy University. As you leave today as distinctive Mercy graduates, I pray you do so, valuing academic excellence and always, always ready to engage in rigorous intellectual inquiry, that you leave with a strong sense of community and a commitment to collaboration, that you exhibit compassion throughout your life and competence in all your endeavors, and that you never lose sight of the dignity of every single individual, that you always point your internal compass in the direction of integrity, and that you continually demonstrate socially responsible behavior, that your life invites a spirit of hospitality and a valuing of diversity, and that you actively look for opportunities to offer service on behalf of others. For all of you, I pray for productive careers, but more importantly, for fruitful lives. May the peace and joy of heartfelt mercy accompany all of you on your life's journey. God bless you. As we conclude these exercises, Christine Eberly, our Director of Campus Ministry, will offer a closing benediction, which will be followed by the Alma Mater, sung by the Voices of Gwinnett and directed by Professor Evans. After the Alma Mater, the platform party will exit the stage during the recessional, and the faculty and the graduates will follow. Please rise for the benediction and the singing of the Alma Mater.
Let us pray for our newest graduates. God has called you by name and chosen you to go forth and bear fruit, enriched you with gifts of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and welcomed you into the circle of mercy. And so we pray this day that God, who has begun such a very good work in you, may carry it through to completion. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
Thank you.